This shows the area of the Little Bear where I was doing my digging. This is when the water is pretty low, like it was today. Just to Paula's left is where I was digging in those rocks. This shows that same area, right where she was walking over there by the bush on the left, when the higher water, but that was during the springtime. Here's a comparison with the high water on the left, very high rushing through there, and what we saw today, more or less, like what you see there. Here's the Bear River where I dig, and it is under flood. That's during the spring runoffs, and here's a short video to show you how that looks. Coming through pretty hard. Everything that you saw in the first picture is underwater. Hopefully all that water's carrying gold down with it. Okay, here's the setup with the new high banker. I got the legs backwards. In fact, the bottom frame was upside down, so that leg underneath the spray head should have been pointing in the other direction, as it turns out. It was tough setting it up on that really rough, rocky ground, but I managed to get it, and it worked pretty good, except for that blue hose had a lot of kinks in it and cut the water flow way back. That was a little difficult. I had to keep trying to keep the kinks from forming. You see a big kink right there by the white water spigot. And once I swap that hose out with a white flex hose, it'll be a lot better. I'll get a lot better flow. There's the battery, 12 volt, lasted the whole time, never a problem. The pump, I've got to drill more holes in the bucket for that pump. Wasn't getting enough water at first. I finally got it fixed. So anyway, at the end of the day, there was that hole I was digging in. Got a little bit of gold, nothing to yell about, I'm afraid. I didn't get skunked, that's the main thing. A little bit of color, a lot of work. You can see the mercury. Here it is magnified. That silver looking material is gold with mercury on top of it. That's in the jar, not in the jar, but okay, here it is magnified. So what looks like a chunk of silver is gold with mercury all over it, and you'll see some more here in the next frame. This one, you can see how that gold starts to cover, or the mercury starts to cover the gold. Anyway, so that's what we do, and we got the mercury out of the river.